Today I am going to explain about my lecture inference rule and types of inference. Okay, that is 1.2 lecture. What is inference rule? Actually, inference rules are the guidelines for constructing valid argument for the statement that already we have given. Suppose some arguments that we have already given, like Ram is a boy and Ram can dance. Okay, so there are two arguments already given, then we will find the valid arguments, that is a Ram can dance. Okay, so this is done by using some guidelines, that is called the reference inference rule. Okay, so inference rules are mainly different types of inference rule. Okay, I will elaborate 8 different types of inference rules. Okay, so the different, first we will see the what is the name of the inference rule: modus ponens, then modus tollens, then hypothetical syllogism, destructive syllogism, addition, simplification, conjunction, resolution. There are the different types of inference rules. Okay, I will elaborate step by step. What is modus ponens? Actually, modus ponens, suppose two premises P and P related to Q, okay, given. Okay, they suppose two premises P and P related to Q is given. Now we have derived Q with the help of modus ponens. Okay, the modus ponens what say? If P and P related to Q is given and P is given, then your result will be Q. Okay, in real life, if I will take the example, then we can see that suppose P related to Q is given. If you have a pencil, then you can write. Okay, suppose this is given and P is given, you have a pencil. Okay, then your result will be Q, that you can write. That is the done under the modus ponens. Then what the modus tollens say? Modus tollens says, suppose P related to Q and negation of Q are two premises, then we can write modus tollens. Okay, modus tollens says that if P related to Q is given and negation of Q is given, then your result will be negation of P. Okay, in real life, if I will take the example that you have a key, then you can open the door, or negation of Q is given, you can't open the door. Therefore, result will be negation of P. That means you can't open, you don't have a key. That is done by a modus tollens. Okay, next rules, we will study about hypothetical syllogism. Suppose two premises P related to Q and Q related to R is given. Now we can find out, if two premises are given, the result will be P related to R. That is according to hypothetical syllogism. Okay, if I will take the real life example, P related to Q equals to, if I have a pen, I will write, and Q related to R is given. If I write, I finish my homework. Therefore, the result will be what? P related to R. That is, I have a pen, I finish my homework. That is done by a hypothetical syllogism. Next, your rule is disjunctive syllogism. Disjunctive syllogism says that if negation of P is there, one statement is there, and P or Q, one statement is there, then result will be Q. Okay, because if P is false and this P, negation of P is false and P is true, false true will be always false. It will not make a valid statement. Q will be true, then it makes a conclusion, because inference rule is always giving us a valid argument. Okay, that is the main definition of inference rule. In real life, if I will take the example of conjunctive syllogism, what? Riya birthday cake is not orange color. Or we can say that P or Q, what? Riya birthday cake is either orange flavor or mixed fruit flavor. Okay, then what we will get the result, that Riya birthday cake is a mixed fruit flavor cake. Okay, that is our destructive syllogism. Then next syllogism is, next our inference rule is addition. Addition says that if P is given or Q is given, your result will be P either Q. Okay, like an example, suppose I will take a tea, then your result, or I will read a book, the result will be conclusion you can give. I will take a tea or I will read a book. Simplification says that if P and Q is given, then you says that if you are saying that the result will be P. If P and Q is given, then you can say that it will derive the P result. Okay, then conjunction. Conjunction says that if P is given and Q is given, you can write that P and Q. Okay, that is conjunction, means connecting to statements. Like P statement given Ram work hard, Q statement given Ram best student, then your P and Q is Ram work hard and he is a best student. That is under the conjunction. Then resolution what says? Resolution says that if P or Q is given and negation of P or R is given, then your conclusion should be the Q or R. Don't forget to give this symbol. This is very important, therefore symbol, so it is very important. Okay, so Q or R, that means in real life example, if I will take, what will be there, that is if P or Q will be, if my teachers come, I will go to school. P or R is, if my teacher not come, I will do work. Okay, therefore what we will get here, if what, if what we will get here, I will do work or I will go to school. Okay, that is your result. Okay, that is your result. So hope so you will be clear about that. These are nothing but these are rule and regulations to whom what we will do, we will follow this rule and regulation to find out a valid argument. That is the main theme of inference rule. Means some statement is given, or we can say this is a premises, this some premises is given, we will putting some rules and we are finding the valid arguments. Okay, you have just remember these rules, then when some questions, we will practice the questions, when this on that questions, when you know where this condition will be applied, where these rules will be applied. Okay, so be clear. If you will clear, kindly subscribe my button.